Welcome back, guys. Today we will continue to talk about sunscreens. We all know that UV lights from the sun can cause skin cancer, wrinkles, and dark spots. And yet, many of us don't wear sunscreens. Why is that? Hi, my name is Alan. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, and I'm not a skin specialist. I'm just a normal person. I'm here to share with you what I've learned from a layperson's perspective and from my own personal experience about skincare and skin health. We all know that UV lights from the sun can cause so much damage to our skin. Our skin can get inflamed, irritated, it can damage the DNA of our skin and cause skin cancer. It destroys the collagen structure and result in wrinkles and premature aging. When the skin is exposed to the sun, it can increase uneven pigmentation of the skin. But the damage from UV lights can take years and even decades to form. We now live in a world of shortcuts and instant gratification. So right now, we may not feel the impact of UV lights from the sun. That's why there is no urgency to use sunscreen in our daily skin routine. I can tell you from my personal experience that the benefits of sunscreen will become apparent to you after years of consistent use of sunscreen. In the old days, 20, 30 years ago, when I first heard about the importance of sunscreens, at the time, we didn't have a lot of choices in terms of sunscreen products. They were very oily, very sticky, and they leave a horrible white cast. I also tried many chemical sunscreens, but each of them that I tried gave me horrible skin allergy. Although now I know which ingredients I'm allergic to, but at the time I was too afraid to try any chemical sunscreen at all. The only sunscreen that is safe for me to use were mineral sunscreens with horrible white casts. So one day I decided I didn't want to use sunscreens anymore. So I stopped using sunscreens. Then came a period when I was really into diving. And I went out to the sea whenever I have holidays, and I hardly use any sunscreens at all. This is when I developed a lot of sunspots on my skin. I still have some of these souvenirs with me from more than 20 years ago. It took me a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of products, and a lot of years to get rid of some of the sun damage. And yet, some of them still remain with me today. I still have a lot of sunspots on the back of my hands. A dermatologist has asked me to monitor these spots to check for irregularities, and if that happens, I need to go in to check for skin cancer. Then I started researching into sunscreens to learn more about them, and slowly I get to know different kinds of sunscreens, and gradually more and more improved version of sunscreen products also became available in the market. I then learned how to pick the right product for myself and then started reusing sunscreen again in my routine. Now, after 20 years of using sunscreens, I can see the benefit of using sunscreen. I'm 51 years young. It took me a long time to appreciate the protection that you are getting from sunscreens, not only preventing skin cancer, but also preventing wrinkles and dark spots. Unlike some skincare products, you might see the result within a few days or a few weeks, but with sunscreen, the effect is to prevent damage, so you don't see the so-called results immediately. But after 20 years, you will appreciate how much it has done for you. All I can share with you is this: appreciate sunscreens, use sunscreens. You may not see any benefit right now, but years down the track, you will be glad that you use sunscreens. Now, I want to share with you about a common mentality of using moisturizer with SPF instead of sunscreen. Some also rely on SPF in their makeup instead of separate sunscreen. Can we do that? Is it wise? If you have oily skin, or if you live in a hot and humid country like Malaysia, wearing sunscreen on top of a moisturizer can be quite uncomfortable. In theory, there is nothing wrong with using a moisturizer with SPF function instead of a separate sunscreen. However, for sun protection to be effective, we need to use 1 teaspoon or about 5 ml for face and neck in order for the sun protecting ingredients to spread evenly and thoroughly on our skin. With the moisturizer, most people don't even use half of the required amount. So this will result in sun protecting ingredients on our skin being spread only in patches. And some parts of the skin are still exposed to unprotected UV lights. Worse, exposure to sun will increase pigmentation unevenly on your skin. In other words, this can cause uneven skin tones on your face. Psychologically, I think using a sunscreen with moisturizing properties might be less problematic. Although studies have shown that many people still don't use the required amount of sunscreen, but in our minds, we tend to apply more sunscreen than moisturizers. That's why I sometimes apply a sunscreen with moisturizing properties directly after cleansing my face and do without a moisturizer, especially in this hot and humid climate. Similarly, we never use enough makeup with SPF to effectively protect ourselves from sun damage. If you are using makeup with SPF function, don't rely solely on your makeup. You will still need to use a separate sunscreen. Your makeup with SPF does help in strengthening sun protection, but it is not additive. For example, if you're using a sunscreen with SPF 30 and a makeup foundation with SPF 15, it doesn't become SPF 45. The maximum protection is still SPF 30, but you have more amount of protection on your face. Now that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you like this video, please let us know so we might make more of these. If you don't like this video, please also comment below and let us know how we can improve.